Hello, everyone. Welcome to this week's episode of Ryan's Report by Ryan Hain, presented by Afternoon Analytics. One of the biggest trends over the past few years when it comes to sports broadcasting has been the movement of games to streaming services. Today, we're going to discuss the current state of sports streaming and what could happen in the future. If you've been paying attention, you've noticed that Amazon Prime has taken over Thursday Night Football. Here are some statistics from the first couple weeks. First, the number of linear TV viewers was similar to previous Thursday night games. Amazon's average age is younger than a traditional broadcast, which makes sense and is what I'm sure Amazon and the NFL were hoping for. People watched the Amazon game for longer than the other NFL games, probably because there wasn't an option to change the channel like on cable. And finally, Amazon did not gain any additional subscribers from it. If you've also been keeping up with the MLB, Apple has taken over Friday nights on its Apple TV platform. There were very mixed reviews during this season, and they took a lot of risks with the graphics on the screen and with the broadcasters who took the most flack from fans. Their choices, especially with the broadcasters who are mostly millennials, definitely appealed most to the millennial sect of baseball fans. I personally enjoyed the product as a whole. The cameras were great. I liked the graphics on the screen, but the broadcast team was very mixed in terms of the broadcast. NBA League Pass, which launched in 2013, MLB TV, which launched in 2002, and most recently NFL Plus, which launched this past season, are streaming options owned by the respective leagues. This allows fans to stream any regular season game on a device, which sounds great on paper, but I'll explain why it's not that great. Blackouts are the biggest problem and barrier to people watching these games. A blackout is when a game is blacked out from your market. For example, I cannot watch a Braves game on MLB TV if I am in the South because it is within the market. And viewers are directed towards the regional television provider, which is Bally Sports. And I cannot watch the game if I do not have a cable subscription. This can lead to consumers illegally streaming the game on numerous websites or just not watching the game at all. Hopefully blackouts will lessen in the coming years as consumers voice their displeasure. So now let's see what's next. The NFL Red Zone is a channel that showcases every NFL game on Sunday and highlights games when a team is in the red zone. It is massively popular, but is currently held by DirecTV and its Sunday Ticket platform. Its contract is up after this season, and there have been rumors that Amazon is ready to pay up for it. It will be interesting to see what Amazon would do with NFL Red Zone as it has been mostly the same for years with DirecTV. One of the big pros of streaming games is a naturally younger audience. One of the goals for sports leagues is to appeal to younger people, and they view streaming platforms as a great way to do it, since many younger people are cord cutting and getting rid of cable. These streaming services have a lot of money to bid and buy up these primetime games across sports. So I think it'll only grow from here, and there will be a lot of trial and error as the leagues and platforms view it as a risk worth taking. I think the next big hurdle, and I think when a streaming platform has, quote, made it, is when a playoff game is on a streaming platform. For now, it has been experimental with one game a week or spot games on various platforms. Thank you for listening to this week's episode of Ryan's Report presented by Afternoon Analytics. Have you watched any games on streaming platforms? If so, let me know what you think of them in the comments. See you next week.